Hello, hello, hello. How you all doing today? This is just something I want to just drop in just to share with you. I don't have a professional way of saying this. I just wanted to share my heart. And right now, my heart is pretty heavy. By the way, this is October the 12th, 2016. This is Wednesday, October 12th, 2016. I'm sitting here in this room just really pondering as I read through the news feed of a pretty cool guy, that I kind of watched on TV as a kid, in high school rather. One of the actors that just recently passed away. Was on a very popular show that most of us my age grew up watching. It was a hit show on television. Many of you would know what I'm talking about. I just don't choose to use the name right now. I'm trying to get through this video without breaking down or crying. But I said my heart is heavy, and some of you probably share the same heart right now. And my heart is heavy because, wow, because there's so many people leaving here prematurely. And I'm talking to myself as I'm talking to whoever the shoe fits. I'm trying to say this as compassionate as possible because we all need right now, don't need everybody always bashing us with a hard word and a hard word and a hard word. But we do have to get to a point that we can show compassion and love and console one another, but yet still be honest with each other. I hope you can agree with that. I really do. Because I don't want nobody to love me to leave me in a bad condition. I don't want anybody to love me, leaving me in a condition that my health is at stake and then watching me blow up and they knew I was a slim person, I was athletic and I was doing well, and they're not trying to get in my business with a pure motive. So there's some people get in your business with impure motives and for all the wrong reasons. But if you're trying to get in my business because you just want to be a brother's keeper, you don't want to see me sink, and you have a revelation of how to approach me in love with a strategy based on what's revealed to you, or you're trying to find out because you're proving yourself to be worthy of conversation. Same with me. I want to have been proving myself to be worthy of conversation to see about you. And for many people, there are many people all around the world, all around this globe that has found me trustworthy to share things. I can meet you for 20 years, 30 years. Some of you that may watch this know me for over 25 years, almost 30 years. And some people I could have just met 2 days ago, and they trust me the same. In fact, some people just meet me, and because of how I carry myself and because of what I can prove who I am in a short amount of time, they tend to trust me a little differently. Okay? My point is, let me stick to the point. Why my heart is heavy is because we're leaving here too soon. There's too many of us that's leaving here prematurely, and it's heartbreaking. And every time I turn around, I'm watching the enemy trick people, trick us into not maintaining the temple God has given us. Now, please understand, all issues I'm regarding to right now are not all the same that you may be knowledgeable of pertaining to your case or someone you know's case. So please don't think I'm bashing anyone. Please don't take it as if I'm trying to say every case is the same and we should all have the same remedy and do it just because this is what Lawrence is saying. We should do it Lawrence way. I'm not saying that. I'm saying to consider, to have a food for thought and consider and allow yourself to evaluate yourself. Have I been eating right? Have I been exercising? My doctors been giving me warnings. They're not perfect, but they've been giving me a warning about my cholesterol levels, and they've been giving you warning about certain things that you should watch out for, here and there, and teach you moderation. Have we done our part? Is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Have we done everything in our knowledge to try to keep things balanced? Let's not be extra deep about it and say, well, this is going wrong with the poison out there and the mad cow disease and what's going wrong with the foods over here. Listen, bless your food. Okay, as black folk, we've eaten a lot of worse stuff and blessed our food and lived this long. There's a lot of older people who grew up on nothing but pork and the pork grinds and chitlins and all the wrong stuff because all they can afford, if you know what I'm talking about. But they had all the wrong stuff growing up and they outlived most of us right now. There's people who grew up with the worst of product are outliving us. I mean, we're 50 years old and 40 years old and 30 and 20 something and 15 and we're getting aneurysms and we're getting congestive heart failure at 30, heart attacks at 35 and 20 and 40. I don't want to be the person that loves you not to tell you. I don't want you to be in my life to love me so much that you don't tell me, Bruce, you put on a little weight there. What's going on? Everything all right? You need to talk? Are you stressed? You have anxiety, insomnia? Let's talk. I know some things are going on. We got to talk to each other. We got to love each other to make sure in loving each other that we're being accountable for each other by getting in each other's face to identify. Looking each other eye to eye to identify, not to critique or to judge in a harsh manner or carnal manner, but in a constructive manner. Let's build each other up. Let's help. Where can we help? What I'm saying is, let's find an accountability partner for our health. Okay, you see me posting all the time about the business. Guess what? Did you ever know, if you ever talked to me, did you know this is not just business for me? Do you know I'm bigger than what I'm doing with this company that I bless God for? Thank God for the CEO. Thank God for the opportunity. But it's not a business for me. Although it is business, it's not a business for me. It's a calling. And I'm looking at you. I'm not here to be in competition with no other company, nobody else. I don't care what anybody else is doing for the fact of whatever they do as an occupation, what their motives are. All I care is to make sure I can do all my due diligence to keep myself in shape, to keep myself healthy, and I can be the product of what I'm trying to give you. I can show you that this works because it is working for me. Okay, and I do work out. I'm feeling better than I ever felt in my life, but I know I have a lot more to prove and still. Does that make sense? You can be doing better, but you can do your best. You're not doing your best. You're doing better, but it's not your best. And sometimes doing your better means you're just playing catch up. You're doing better now. That's my case. I'm doing better now because I just fell off for a while. I went through some things personally for about 3 years plus, and it just took a total of my body. You know how that is. Not everybody won't agree with this. Everybody may not relate to it, but some of you watching right now, some of you watching, and you can relate to going through things to the point it has really physically begin to materialize and manifest in your body what you're going through. Some challenges in life have hit you and plagued you, and it has physically took attack or attachment to your body. I'm saying we don't have to stay with that. We can change all the verdict of that. Can we be accountable one to another? Now you can go, honestly, anywhere you want. Shop where you want to shop. Work out where you want to work out. Buy products from wherever, whomever you want. I don't even care about that at this point. I want to know, are you going to take your health more serious? I want to just challenge you to take it serious. This is very hard for me tonight to make this kind of video, and I'm doing everything in my composure to not break down. Because I don't want my kids burying me. Okay? I don't want my daughter seeing me at a casket. And sometimes the devil tells you, just let it all go. You're not worth being here. So we go through things in life. I just want you not to quit. You don't need everybody to believe in you. God believes in you. I believe in you. Please, I'm asking all of you, especially my family, my friends, let's not take our health for granted. Let's be more serious about what we're putting in our bodies, what we're putting in our temple. Stop ignoring the signs you know God is trying to get you to get yourself in order. Stop thinking, okay, he's just trying to sell me something. I'm not trying to be a salesman. I'm just trying to give a warning. Each time you see me post about something, it's a warning. I know I've been mocked about my sales tactics. I've been talked about. I've been blackballed. I don't care. I really don't care. I don't care. What I care about is if I can save one life at a time. starting with my own. I don't want my daughters burying me. Nor do I want to bury my children or bury any more of my family members because of neglect. The Bible says warning come before destruction. So this is some more warning. Somebody else just lost their life today. I've been in this hospital with my mom for a month. And every time I hear somewhere in the hospital, I'm sitting to just get away for a minute to pray. Actually, I'm by the pond sometimes just to clear my thoughts and to pray and to meditate and just clear my head sometimes. And every time I hear that alarm go off through the hospital, connecting the two units, the two buildings, and I hear this floor, that floor, code blue, code blue. Whew. It's a news flash for me all over again. And some of you are taking life for granted. Some of you are taking life for granted. You're taking God for granted. You're taking your life for granted. You're taking your family for granted. Yes, you're taking your family for granted. Because each decision we make as individuals, people that love us suffer with us. Can we stop being so stubborn? I don't care about the backlash from this recording. Don't care. Say what you will. Can we stop being so selfish and take care of us? I just told you I got on here because I just read about this actor that I kind of really was very fond of, just passed away. This is the whole year. Today is one of my dear cousins' birthday that passed away last year around this time. That's heartbreaking for me. It's heartbreaking for his mother and all his family, us that love him and miss him. My grandmother, how I had to watch her leave here, this earth. Good person. But it wasn't until the last moment that God took that breath out of her. That was the only peace she had leaving here, is when he came to receive her. Up until that point, I watched my grandmother suffer. I watched her suffer. Every day I'm watching people suffer. And I'm learning every day that it's not my responsibility to save the world. But if we could save one person at a time, that'll make a big difference. Well, that's all I want to say for now. I hope this fits somewhere in your shoes. I hope you wear them well. Let's learn to live and not exist. Take charge of your health. Take charge of your life. Do your best. Stick around a little longer. Let your kids see you grow up with them. Grow up with your kids. Let's stop leaving here prematurely because of neglect. Have a good night.